That's exactly. It was the case, absolutely. You were told absolutely correctly. The Church of Kyivan Rus was incorporated to the Patriarchate of Constantinople, and it remained an intrinsic part of the Ecumenical Patriarchate for most of its history. If we compare the period of time when the Kyivan Church existed under the Ecumenical Patriarchate with the period of time when it belonged to other jurisdictions like Moscow, the Constantinopolitan period is much longer than the Moscow period, as it were. And what happened, it's interesting that after the destruction of Kiev in the 13th century by the Mongol hordes, and before that there was, an attempt to destruct Kiev by Andrei Bogolyubsky, and essentially the Church of Kiev was fragmented, became split into two pieces. I use a word. It was cloned somehow, like two clones of the Church of Kiev, so that one part of the Kievan Church moved towards what is now Russia, to Muscovy, and another part was incorporated to the Lithuanian and Polish state. And at that time, a split occurred, a schism occurred between those two parts of the Kievan Church, just like what we have today. But at that time, the parts were different. So that the part that moved to Moscow declared schism with the Ecumenical Patriarchate and remained in the situation of schism, non-canonical schism, for over a century. That part that remained with the Patriarchate of Constantinople was the only canonical church on the territory of modern Ukraine. And now they swapped their roles, as it were, so that the part which belongs to the Moscow Patriarchate is now canonical, and it has been recognized by all churches. We should admit it. That is kind of a matter of fact. And the part which now wants to become a part of to be in communion with the Patriarchate of Constantinople is now in the situation of schism with the global Orthodoxy. That is a matter of fact. This is a situation which emerged only recently, after the declaration of independence of Ukraine.